You got a choice. You got talent. You got a chance, and I want to hear about your environment, what your mama didn't give you, and the white man won't give you no shot. You got a chance. Use it while you're still alive. You don't know what death is. You have no idea what death is.
Then they made a fucking AI fucking video of fucking Biden saying we about to go into a nuclear war, my nigga. I gotta talk about that shit. This AI shit is crazy. That shit looked real.
Yeah, that's deepfake. And it might have been real. It might have been real, like, okay, let's record this.
Well, they took probably shits of what he was saying and used that to make a fucking little thing. Like, that shit's crazy as fuck.
Or he made like a mock speech and he didn't tell nobody.
That shit's crazy.
Just in case somebody get hit. One day, you know what I mean? Have it ready for the people. I believe they make shit like that. That's why they even do that deepfake shit.
Yo, what's goodington, yo? Welcome to another episode of Get Lifted, 30 is the new 20. It's your man, Smiley Jizzle, and my man's
crisxmasod.
And we here again, you know what I mean? Yo, shout out to everybody that's liking, subscribing, sharing our shit, you know what I mean? We're gonna keep doing this shit because this shit fun for me, you know what I mean? And like, I appreciate the love, you know, people saying shit that's inspiring, uplifting and shit like that. So I'm gonna keep doing this shit. As long as y'all keep fucking with me, I'm gonna keep fucking with y'all, you know what I mean? But, yo, I did watch Creed, even after what Joe Biden said about this nigga Michael B. Jordan. You know, we're gonna tap in on that. There's a few other topics that I wanted to tap in on today. Some crazy shit going on in the school system. Shit about the Passport brothers, you know what I mean? Traveling out of state to find love, you know what I mean? Which to me is a little crazy. Like, you don't gotta travel out of the country to find love, you know what I mean?
I don't think you have to, but I think you can.
You can. It's an option, but I'm just saying, like, the reason that dudes is doing it is what's fucking with me. So I definitely want to talk about that. And then Candace Owens, you know how it's always some controversy with her, so we got some shit about her having a conversation with this dude, and the dude was like, trans women can have kids, and she was like, yo, trans men can have kids, and she was like, yo, that's a woman thing, bro.
Wait, what? So
men can't have children. Men cannot have children.
That's what she said?
That's what she said. Men cannot have children.
Okay, that's true.
Biologically,
like, yeah, birth children.
Right.
Yeah.
It's biologically, you know, it just doesn't make sense. Scientifically, you can't. You know what I mean? Bro. But when they make it into like this whole like,
bro, let me tell you something. Since she went to the Ukraine, and since they can't pump her with the hormones that they were pumping her, what if she was like, yo, I want some dick? What if she came back and was like, yo, I want some dick. I don't know why I want some dick, but I want some dick.
A trans thing?
Because she's a woman, but she's a gay woman. She's a lesbian. So she likes women. But what I'm saying is, what if
she became a dude?
No. She didn't become a dude. I didn't.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what they talking about. A man having a child. That's not biologically right. That's what I'm saying.
But the man is trans though, right?
Right. I'm gonna let you watch it before we dig into it, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
So the man wasn't birthed a man. A man was birthed a woman.
It was a woman.
So the woman is having a kid. So
and they decided, you know, they want to have a kid, whatever. But here's the bones of the fucking shit. Basically, what Candace Owens' argument is, okay.
Oh, Candace Owens.
That's a woman.
My bad. I thought you was talking about the basketball player that got.
Oh, no. That was whatever her name.
My bad, Candace.
Yeah.
My bad, Candace Owens. I thought you was the big.
But I'm gonna show you this shit. This is what I'm talking about. This shit right here. And Chris Brown launched somebody fucking
phone
and shit at a show. I got something to say about that.
I don't. I'm just not mad at him, yo.
I definitely got something to say about it
doing
because
too much. Like, what's she doing?
That is crazy. Like, you on stage at a performance and you know what I mean.
She pull out her phone. Like,
but that's the thing about this social media shit. Like, that's how it is. Like, motherfuckers.
She ain't had nobody.
They can't live in the moment today. Everything got to be recorded.
She was trying to get paid,
shared for the likes and the views and all that shit.
Trying to get paid. And for all we know, he could have threw it to somebody and they could have caught that shit.
Right. True.
You know what I'm saying?
And Ja Morant.
What about Ja Morant?
Everything. He's just really just letting motherfuckers down right now. Like,
what is he doing? I don't know.
We gonna tap in on that shit. Like all these shits, like it's a lot of shit that's going on right now. We gotta talk about this shit. This shit is getting ridiculous. But yo, we're here. Let's get lifted, my nigga. We
on the move like I need a new hobby. Fucking 9 to 5.
So let's kick this shit off with Ja Morant. Let's kick it off, man. So welcome everybody, man. You know what I mean? Hope you've been enjoying your weekend, all that shit. You know what I mean? So I just gotta get right into it. So first, let's talk about our celebrities, our African American celebrities. So whether they're in a sport, whether they're on TV, comedian, whatever the case may be, right? A lot of times get into discussions about these people, and the discussion always goes left because it's like we're normal people. We don't have to worry about stuff that they worry about because that's not our life. But I feel like, to be honest, kind of have an obligation to tell people reality behind shit. Like, you know what I mean? Because when you in front of like mad fucking people, you gotta tell people like the truth. And I know like how it might personally affect me. It might not really affect me the way that it affects other people. Because I mean, just because they do some dumb shit don't mean, oh wow, they could do that, so I can do that. I'm smart enough to know I don't got the kind of money to get myself out of situations like that. So I wouldn't put myself in a situation like that. But I think that they do have a responsibility for the younger people that really don't have the mindset to know what you're doing is fucking stupid. You know what I mean? And I say that about a lot of celebrities, like when they do stupid shit and you be like, yeah, but people are human, they can make mistakes. I understand, but you didn't get to the point that you're at by just accepting I'm human, I'm gonna make mistakes. No, you're learning from your mistakes. So why continue to make the same stupid fucking mistakes once you've already learned from it? You know what I mean? So right now, you know, Ja Morant, I think he's suspended for like 2 games or some shit. And they're in the playoffs. His team is in the playoffs. They rely heavily on him to make it to that next step, to make it to the finals and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of respect for Ja Morant. You know what I mean? He's a up-and-coming young competitor in one of my favorite sports. And he's a beast. You know what I mean? He do his shit. He's defined as being one of the best players in the NBA right now. So he has a lot riding on him. A lot of kids probably look up to him. Kids in Memphis that don't really got nothing to look up to. They lose a lot of the people that they idolize all the time. They lost him, Dolph, to violence in the neighborhood and shit. And you're an example of what they could possibly do outside that. They don't have to be slinging drugs. They don't have to be on the corner. They could play ball and they could probably become something because of you. And
he's young though, bro.
He's young. So I give him that.
We were young and we did dumb shit too.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? He's just in the public eye and that's the only difference.
Because that's what a lot of people, they say that about Ron Artest too. Because when Ron Artest was young, he was fucking up a lot.
But look at him now.
He had to grow up. He had to grow through it, yeah. He had to grow through it.
Like all of us, bro. I feel like at our wildest is when we're at our youngest.
Right.
Because you just had that rebellious spirit, and you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna fuck up.
So,
but at the end of the day, I just don't feel like we should just demonize them
Nah, it's not.
At this point.
This is called tough fucking love.
Yeah,
bro.
tough love for sure.
I started with the shit sandwich. I told you how I thought this nigga was gonna make it. He's still one of the greatest basketball players right now in this era. I gave you all that, but I gotta tell you how he's fucking shit up.
Yeah,
He's fucking shit up right now, and it's early in the game. You only been in the league for like what, 4 years tops, I think. You know what I mean? He hasn't been in the league longer than 4 years, and this is what he's doing right now with his career, my nigga. Like, you gotta do better. You gotta do better. I'm not gonna make excuses for motherfuckers that got the world paved.
Do you think he will do better?
I believe he can. I believe
Do you
he
think
can.
he will though?
I don't know. That remains to be seen. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be optimistic and say he can do it. But it's heavily on the influence that he has. Like, he has a father in his life. But somebody made a comment that says he doesn't need a fan, he needs a father. I don't know if you've seen that, but that's something that somebody said. He doesn't need a fan, he needs a father.
They're saying his father is a fan of him? I mean, of course his father's a fan.
Of course his father's a fan.
What does that mean?
What does it sound like to you?
It sounds like it means that his father is more of a fan than a father.
Okay.
That's what it means?
I guess. Somebody said, I didn't say that, somebody said that.
What do you think they meant by that though?
I think they meant what you just said. I take it. I just take it in its full context as how they said it. You know what I mean?
Probably be acting like LeVar.
Yeah.
But LeVar, he got his boys in the NBA though.
He got him in the NBA, and we would say Ja Morant's father got him in the NBA, right? He trains with him.
So that's not no fan shit. That's a manager.
All right.
That's somebody who manages talent.
So let's compartmentalize that. So, all right, he got him where he needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
How do you keep him where he needs to be?
You can't. Once he's 21 years old, he's a grown ass man. He's gonna make the decisions. All you could do is guide him to the point where it's like, okay, it's on you now.
You just answered the question.
And once it's on you now, it's
guide
on
him.
him.
But you added layers to it. But that's what I was waiting for you to say.
You can't guide.
He's guiding him.
You can't guide a grown man,
A manager does what?
You can't.
One word.
Manage.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you gotta manage him and get him where he needs to be. What I mean by that, right, is that as his manager, he has to guide him to make the right public relation decisions, right or wrong. That's what a manager is supposed to be doing, because that's how they're gonna continue to be your manager. They gotta get paid. If they don't make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do, that's in the best interest of their pockets, then it's gonna fuck up their bag too. So what we're saying is, he could be managing him, but he must be mismanaging him then, because he's not managing him the right way if he's making stupid mistakes like this. So he needs to not be a fan. You can't put that on the manager.
Let me tell you why.
We're not putting it on the manager. We're putting it on the father. You gave him that moniker. I said he needs to be less of a fan and more.
But you're saying he's the manager though. No, if he's the manager,
you said that sounds more like a manager to me. That's your words.
Okay.
Not my words. I'm not saying he's a manager. I don't know if he's a manager. I don't know that. But you're adding.
So you're saying as a father, he should have stepped in and be like, hey.
Guide him, like you said. Guide.
How do you guide somebody that doesn't listen to? How do you guide a grown man?
How do you know he's not listening? Because he listened to get him to where he is. So how do you know he's not listening?
I'll give you a hint.
Maybe he's not telling him.
I'll give you a hint. Do you listen to your dad?
I'm gonna answer that, but
do you listen to your dad? Do you listen to your dad?
I'm gonna elaborate on that when I answer it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So number one, my father and Ja Morant's father are two different types of lifestyle.
Doesn't matter.
It does
you
matter.
don't know him.
Let me finish.
You don't know him. You don't know their dynamics.
You asked me a question. You asked me a question. Let me allow me to
answer
that question.
the question. Don't try to divert the question.
I'm not going to divert it.
Because you're talking about your childhood story.
I
ask you a legitimate question.
I'm going to answer the question.
All right, go ahead.
But allow me to answer the question my way. You can't tell me how to answer it.
You dancing though, bro.
I'm not, but let me dance. Let me dance, and then I'm gonna finish that shit off. Like, you know what I mean? Let me dance then. Let me do my tango.
My guess is the answer is no. So my whole thing.
How you gonna guess my answer?
My whole thing.
You let me answer, and then you say what you want, because I don't want to lose my train of thought.
I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
This is what I'm saying. My father and Ja Morant's father are different, and I'm gonna tell you why they're different. I don't know everything about Ja Morant's life, but I'm gonna tell you something that I do know. My father wasn't out here shooting with me at basketball games, coming to my games and going to games that I had in high school or going to the court. You know, no shade, you know what I mean? Because I'm a grown ass man. I'm not gonna live in my past. But you asked me a question, so I'm gonna answer it. His father he plays a huge part in his son's life. But what he's doing now is he's being a fucking fan. He's not being a father. Right now, he's making stupid decisions because he needs a father to tell him, look, these bitches gonna come around, they gonna be in your life, they gonna be doing this, motherfuckers gonna come around, they gonna want bread, they gonna want this. Don't worry about them. Worry about your family. Worry about doing what you're supposed to do to succeed. He need to be giving them those gems right now. That's the same reason that his father got into it with Shannon Sharp. How you gonna be acting like that at your son's basketball game? Calm yourself the fuck down. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Shit like that is what I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck about anything else, but I can't compare Ja Morant's father to my father by any means. I wouldn't even begin to do that. So, my father probably wasn't as present as Ja Morant's father is in his life. But Ja Morant's father needs to be more of a fucking father and not a fucking fanboy. That's what I feel. Now, go ahead. You say your piece.
My piece is, like I said, you didn't answer the question. All I asked was, do you listen to your dad? The answer is no, like I said.
But why?
So listen, let me talk, because you just had the whole floor, and let me talk. Now, since the answer is no, all I was trying to say is maybe Ja's the same way.
No, he not.
Don't tell.
No, he not.
Don't tell.
No, he not.
Listen.
I'm gonna argue with that.
Listen.
No, he not.
He cannot be.
He's not.
Okay.
He's not.
Okay, he cannot be. But all I'm saying is, niggas, even if they have their dad in their life,
His father is a coach.
can I speak, bro?
But you don't know all the shit.
It doesn't
His
matter.
father is a coach.
It doesn't matter.
Him.
I don't
That's
care.
different. My father
I
was
don't
not a
care.
coach to
I
me.
don't
You
care.
listen to your
I
coach.
don't care.
You listen to your coach.
Don't care.
You don't know.
I'm just giving you an opinion.
All right.
That's all I'm giving you.
Yeah, I gave you an opinion, but from what
And I'll let you talk your opinion.
Go ahead.
So my opinion is straight up, Ja didn't listen to his dad, and he doesn't listen to his dad 100. Okay, that's cool. Ja doesn't listen to his dad 100% of the time, and because he doesn't listen to his dad 100% of the time, he's gonna fuck up.
What?
At the end of the day, it happens. Exactly, Smiley. Exactly, Smiley. My point. That is my point. At the end of the day, I could try, but once my daughter.
That's dancing.
That's
dancing.
How was it dancing?
That's dancing.
How was it dancing?
Because your child is a baby. He's 18 years old.
Exactly. He's over. He's a man. If my child is a baby, I'm gonna fucking.
Right now is the time where he needs him to be more present than ever because of the decisions that he's making right now.
No, because he's a man.
All right.
At the childhood is the most important time because the child develops. Smiley, how is it more important? Listen to what you're saying. How is it more important to develop him after he's a man than he was as a child? How is that more important to you, Smiley?
He's guiding him.
How is it more important to guide him when he was a child than when he's older?
Let me change what you're saying around.
That's what you said.
Listen, let me change what you're saying around to fit our narrative right now.
Your narrative, but that.
How can you change? How can you guide him differently now that he's exposed to things that he's never been exposed to because you know these things are going to happen right now in your life and you're his father?
Like this, bro.
The way that you fucking do it is by telling him, listen, you need to pay attention to your surroundings. Everybody that's fucking with you is not your friend. Give them that spiel.
Can we agree that sometimes your kid doesn't listen to what the parent says?
Yeah, that's not the argument.
That's all I want.
That's not the argument. Because we don't know if that's what's happening.
That's all.
And
Exactly. I don't know, but that could be what happened,
The reason
bro.
that somebody made that statement is because they're judging it off of actions and they're judging it off of how his father is behaving. His behavior is showing that he's being a fan.
Like you said, I don't know because I don't know what his father's doing.
But I know. That's what I'm telling you.
I don't know.
Like a fucking
All I'm saying is from a father's perspective. Mm-hmm. I know that sometimes your kid's not gonna listen to you.
Right.
And when he fucks up, those could have been times that his father did say some stuff to him.
But
we don't know because it's not publicized.
What do you do?
That's all I'm saying.
What do you do as a parent?
As a parent, you can only give guidance like you said.
Nah, hold on.
But if you're giving that guidance behind the scenes and it's not on camera.
What do you do as a parent for your kid when they don't listen? You take away something that they like. You
discipline them.
Right?
Yeah.
So at this point in his life, right? He's
father, grown,
the only thing that he could take away from his son at this point, right,
is his time.
It's his time. So
and that's why would he do that though? That's fucking his life up.
Listen, he might.
Oh, I'm not gonna fuck with you, son, because this is tough love. I don't want you to be out these streets. That's fucked up.
You laughing? But no, that's a great move, because if you're really a good father, a great father, and there's no reason for you to have to do that,
now the guidance left you. Every single time a celebrity dies, it's not because they have friends around them. It's because they feel like their friends pushed them. Their friends got pushed away out the equation, my nigga. Every single time. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, everybody you could think of, when they died, at the end of their career, they pushed a lot of people away. And the point that I'm making is, if the father willingly says, okay, you know what, you're doing all this shit, I'm gonna disconnect myself, that could be a triggering force that makes him say, you know what, maybe I'm just gonna fucking do my thing and then get caught up in these bullshit. Because it's lack of guidance.
It could.
That's
two sides to that coin.
Me as a father, me personally, as a father, I think it's more beneficial to be around your child, even though you're not liking what they're doing. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're around and they respect you and they love you, now they're gonna listen.
Now we're talking about children where you can actually take.
No, we're talking about grown.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not talking. You are. I'm not talking about.
But we're talking about Ja Morant.
That's your okay. So stay focused to what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because Ja Morant, like you said, because you keep throwing all these other things. You're saying he's a grown ass man. Okay, I get that, but if he's a grown ass man, and you're gonna treat him like a grown ass man, you can't take away his toys. You can't take away his car. You can't take away his privileges to go out.
And you can't take away his dad.
You could say what you want because you're a father and you're gonna look at it differently. I'm saying this kid.
You're a father now too, bro. Congrats.
Thank you,
my nigga.
But I'm still gonna have that tough love, and I'm still gonna have a tough heart for my kids, like, because I'm gonna want the best for them. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna let it get to a point where he's gonna have that disconnection. We're gonna have to have that discussion.
I don't even think. I don't think your kid would be at that point. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, like, if you're Ja Morant's father, his life, even if he made it to the NBA and he was playing exactly how he's playing, he wouldn't be like how he's being now because of the type of parent that you are.
I could say that, but the streets happen. Like, shit happens around. It depends on the environment. So if I'm forced, like, let's just say, for instance, say I had a kid and I was completely irresponsible. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I was like, fuck it. Like, my kid gonna go to a public school. My kid gonna be around these motherfuckers. My kid, you know what I mean? And I did that. And I allowed things to happen. Mm. It could still end up in a different situation, even with those distractions. But it depends on the parenting style. Like, if you're gonna make sure that, okay, when my kid is 2 years old, they're putting their toys away. Like, daddy's not gonna come in the room and put your toys away. Yeah, I'm teaching them how to do things for themselves at an early age.
That's my point, though. Like,
so if you teach your kid to be responsible at an early age, they're gonna learn to make responsible decisions because 100%. They're not going to want to disappoint you. It's not about them getting a beating or anything like that. It's about them making you feel like, damn, I'm letting this nigga down. And then letting them know, like, look, you're not letting me down because I'm gonna love you no matter what. You're letting yourself down. And understand, like, there's nothing that you could do that could make me ever love you any less. I'm always gonna love you. You could kill a motherfucker, you could rape a bitch, which is fucked up. So I'm gonna blur that out.
That's
but you can
crazy.
do no. What I'm saying, but see, that's the thing.
You still gonna love your kids,
it's
but
love.
that's
It's called love.
crazy.
Look at Jeffrey Dahmer. His son did all this crazy shit, but he still didn't love his son any less. You know what I mean? It's hard to really have a parent that's gonna stick with their kid like that, because a lot of times parents are trying to live through their children. I want my child. 50
Cent did it,
an animal because
50 did it, yo.
He resents the woman that gave birth to his child. So he's going through her actions of raising the child.
Or she resents him.
Or either way, but he's looking through that, and that's why he's treating his son the way he's treating her, because he's seeing her actions coming out through him. And it's hard to deal with that as a man, but you always gotta overlook that shit and be like, yo, look.
Okay, so let me ask you on that. Speak on that. How you feel about that? How you feel about that parenting choice? Since we gonna talk about Ja Morant's dad's parenting choice, let's talk about 50 Cent's parenting choice. How did you feel about how he handled the Marquis situation?
I said now, because looking at that situation is, again, it's an entirely different situation.
Yeah.
But their situation is weird because 50 took care of that kid financially.
He did.
He opened the door to have a relationship with him. And the son smacked his hand away and said some wild shit.
Do you think the mother influenced that choice?
Of course, absolutely, 110%.
So how do you feel about that? Like,
how do I feel about any parent bad mouthing the other parent and their kid being around is fucked up, it's stupid. No parent should do that shit.
So you feel like Marquise grew up in a hostile environment, and that's why he made the choices?
Absolutely. You grew up in a hostile environment. Damn. You grew up in the hood. You had to deal with...
So you ain't even going at 50. You going at his mama, nigga.
Am I?
It sound like that. It sound like you team 50. How you feel about that?
I'm team 50. Yo, see, I like
50.
Yo, we was talking about this last time we was at my sister's house. You can't put me in this box. I'm not.
I mean, it's not a box.
Me in.
It's not a box. I'm trying not to box people.
Nah, because when you say that,
categorize.
remember, everybody's watching this, so I'm gonna make a little clip with all the words so people can see what I actually say. But I want to stay like neutral. I'm always neutral with this shit because I'm speaking generalities. Especially if I haven't dealt with the situation from my own experience. I don't have anecdotal experience, so I'm just going off of how I'm looking at the situation from everybody's pieces that I'm getting. So all these different resources that are telling me this, and this, I'm compartmentalizing and also just taking it in because this is just a topic that was just thrown in there.
I'm compartmentalizing too, but
right.
I feel
but
like
don't compartmentalize me.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't do that. I'm gonna tell you directly what I want, and that's just listen to what I'm saying. Don't take it. Don't read between the lines. Just say I'm gonna be very specific. I'm a lawyer with this shit, so I'm gonna tell you exactly what I want to be said. But just listen. With the whole 50 situation, it's different than Ja Morant's situation. Number one, there's the financial aspect, right? Now,
but they're both rich.
Rich?
Yeah, they both got money.
What's rich?
Rich is over, like you said, over.
They were rich. Were they rich or were they living in a good life? Because rich is a big word.
I mean, rich is rich.
Rich is rich.
You go to private schools, you rich, bro.
Nah.
Yes.
No.
You go to a private school, you rich.
No, that's
you
false.
go to a private
that's
school,
false.
you rich.
That's
you know how
false.
much private schools
That's
are,
false.
bro? You went to a private school
Yes.
before? How many private schools you went to?
I went to one.
How much? For how long?
Until I got kicked out.
And we're not rich.
And we're not rich.
Money here, nigga. We
not
wasn't
rich.
Yeah, we wasn't rich either, but
But
I couldn't maintain that lifestyle. Is what I'm saying.
It wasn't.
Well, my parents couldn't.
Nah. I think
my parents told me that.
I'm not gonna go into my story, but they had it out to get me, bro. But look, I'm gonna say this: that when you live a certain lifestyle, like before that kid was born, 50 had got his platinum deal, and 50 was, he was with Interscope and shit. Like 50, he was good.
Yeah, that was the
he was fucking good.
His fortune.
So him versus Ja Morant's parents, take that challenge any fucking day, bro. I put money on their money against his money. There's no comparison. 50 is a mogul. Ja Morant's dad is not a mogul. His mom is not a mogul. So I wouldn't say that. But I would say that he had a more healthier upbringing where he wouldn't have to fall victim to certain things that we would fall victim to certain distractions that we would have in our environment. He probably didn't have those type of distractions. Even though 50 was rich, his baby mother wasn't rich. He was like giving her child. Let me finish, bro, please. He wasn't able to move them out the hood because she still wanted to stay in the hood. That was her mindset. She went to school. Listen, she went to school and got a degree. Now, you could look this up, but we're not about to take time doing that right now.
I believe it.
But she got a degree and all that shit, and she was able to take care of that kid the regular way. You know what I mean? I don't need his fucking money, but I'm going to take it. So she got money from him, and guess what? His son wasn't able to touch that bread until he got to a certain age. So he had to live the regular fucking life in the hood, even though his father was rich, for that whole time. And his mother probably talked shit in that kid's ear for however long or whatever, because she was da-da-da-da-da. And they could have a conversation. But the son used to always talk crazy to 50. And that's another thing. Like, if you got a kid and your kid is disrespectful to you, how do you deal with a child being disrespectful to an adult? And you got to give them your ass to kiss because of situations that happen with you and a parent? That's different. We get into this whole gender shit. And I don't want to go into that, but sometimes, women can be bitter. Women can be in their feelings. Sometimes guys can be bitter. Guys can be in their feelings. But when a dude is in his feelings and he's bitter, we call that nigga all types of shit. We call that nigga a bitch. We call him a pussy. We call that nigga, this nigga a weak ass nigga. Like, you know what I mean? But when a woman do it, go ahead, queen. Stand up for your rights. That nigga ain't shit. He a bum. You know what I mean? You need to, you know. But when you start doing the relationship shit yourself and you see how it is with you working in that dynamic with women and you see what you do to make a woman feel the way that she feel and you still gotta kiss her ass in certain situations, then you be like, damn, he wasn't that bad, man, because you gotta deal with this. You know what I mean? So I look at it so many different ways on that scale. It's a different type of thing being in a whole relationship with your seeing your parents grow up, seeing how is you supposed to take care of a woman and all of that, and seeing that this nigga not with her. So now it's going to be a whole nother dynamic because she's a single mom. The single mom dynamic versus the whole parent dynamic, that separates Ja Morant and 50 Cent situation. And the other thing is the growing up.
Wait, which one is the single parent?
Single parent was 50 baby moms.
Oh, okay.
Ja Morant got both his parents.
Okay.
And they were very supportive parents, like, you know what I mean, and, you know, encouraging both his sister and himself to play sports and going to the games and, you know what I mean, you know, that shit helps, like, for a kid. Like, a kid, you know, spoiled brats are born out of that shit, you know what I mean? Not hood niggas.
Do you think he was a spoiled brat?
I don't know, because I don't really know, like, all his shit. I mean, he played ball, you know what I mean? He got tattoos, but what the fuck do that mean? That don't mean shit. That's the whole damn league. Fucking Luka Doncic got tattoos and play ball. Nigga, what the fuck? He hood? Like, no. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just say, oh yeah, whatever. I think that now, because he got this status, because he's around a certain type of people, that he's gonna behave a certain type of way. And we brought 50 into this because we're talking about how 50 is treating his son. Like, that's a whole nother conversation altogether, because your relationship with your father should be, that's my fucking father. You know what I mean? It should always be that. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, they could be friends, they could be cool, but it's still your father at the end of the day. He brought you in this world. If he, you know, I mean, really, if he wanted to wear a condom that day, you wouldn't have been born. You know what I mean? Or if he had made Mom Dukes have a fucking abortion, you wouldn't be here. You feel me? So you gotta give him something for being a sperm donor. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Just from your personal view. Do you think Ja Morant's father is a good father overall?
Yeah.
You do?
I think he's a good father, yeah.
So, as a good father, you do believe he's going to speak to his son about
I
that?
think he has to. He has to. See, when I'm looking on the internet, I'm looking on the internet just to give myself something really to talk about because I know like a lot of times motherfuckers just say shit for clickbait.
Mm-hmm.
So like I looked at that, I read it, I watched it, and I was like, I get what you're saying. But I don't know if he's a bad parent. I'm just saying some of the behaviors that I've seen in certain aspects. I don't really know how, you know, what type of person he is, but we know how the coach relationship. If you play sports, you know the coach relationship. I don't know if you played, you know, I played sports when I was a kid, and the coach relationship, the coach is like your pops. You know what I mean? Like your coach is like, he makes you do certain things. He tells you to eat certain food. He tells you like, you know, you got to be here at this time. You got to do this. Like he gives you structure kind of, you know what I mean? And you look up to your coach most of the time. If he's a good coach, a great coach, you really look up to that nigga. You love that nigga.
I had a baseball coach, but I can't remember that nigga face, man.
I don't even know how to play baseball. I fucking suck, bro. I tried out for the baseball team, nigga. That was a sorry fucking day.
I was alright, man. I was alright till I got hit with the ball. Now I was like,
yeah,
I ain't playing no more, nigga.
Oh man,
I felt like that nigga did that shit on purpose, nigga.
Nah, that shit.
I don't like that shit.
Baseball is hard, so I know that shit must have.
Hell yeah, that wasn't a fucking softball. That shit hurt. I was ready to fight the nigga, man. I was like, nigga, nope.
Like baseball, like my favorite sport when I was a kid was football. And football was because football, it didn't really take much. You just had to be athletic. You know, as long as you was fast and you could catch the ball, like that was just enough to be good in football. Basketball seemed mad hard, like when I was a kid. Like
basketball was hard, bro.
How you dribble between your legs? How you do this? How you do all that shit?
I have enough height to do anything with it. Like, you see what I'm saying?
But see the thing about it, right, is when you're athletic, you can do any fucking sport. You know what I mean? And be good at it.
Them short niggas be balling. Them short niggas be balling. They find a way.
But nigga, I used to love football, and I used to always like when we used to play football when we was kids. Like everybody would be a football player, like when you playing. Like I'm gonna be Michael Irvin. I'm gonna be this nigga. You know. But like we was all like just all young boys, like you know, just you know playing football in the middle of the street and shit. But no father was around. This nigga had a father shooting up. All right, go get the rebound, son. You know what I mean? Like, get him right.
Being a good dad, like you said.
That's what I'm saying. So, if he was doing that, you know what I mean? And then they look at it like, yo, he's trying to be more of a fan than be a father. I understand, like, if he grown, you know what I mean? It's not
so that's
much.
what it is. Like, the consensus is his dad is basically letting him do what he want to do, and he's not really.
It's not about letting. He a grown man, right? So it's not about letting him do shit. He gonna do what he want. He got his own money. You know what I mean? Whatever. But I think, and what they're saying with that, you know, he needs to be more of a father and less of a fan. I'm taking it as what they're saying is like, yo, now he needs you to be a pops right now. Like he's doing some dumb shit. Like step in and do the father shit. And that's what they saying, like, they don't have any highlights of him talking to him or him getting on press and saying, like, yo, like, we dealing with this, you know what I mean? He made some bad decisions. Maybe he told his son to apologize. Maybe he said, yo, you got right to the press. But he needs to talk to him and guide him in a way to take him out of that doing this dumb shit before he fucks everything up that he worked so hard to get. You know what I mean? That's what they mean by be more of a father. Because a father not gonna let you ruin your fucking shit. You know what I mean?
I think he will. If his track record is making sure his son was inside and working on a jump shot.
They don't want him to go to jail, you know what I mean?
I think he will. You know what I'm saying?
That's the last thing you want for your son is to end up where you ended up or some shit, you know what I mean? Like, I used to go visit my pops, you know, dip into my shit since we started it. I used to visit my pops and shit, and he didn't want me to come up here like that. You know what I mean? Because he didn't want me to see that fucking place. You know what I mean? And I think that's hard for a lot of pops. You know what I mean? Because they want to see their kids and shit when they be locked up and shit. You know what I mean? So that, you know.
So what do you think it is? Do you think it's the money? Do you think he's enjoying his son's money? Or do you think it's like he's
I'm
genuinely happy?
I'm not saying that, like, okay, so I'm not saying that.
Because Whitney Houston's dad
some shit like
was
that
like money
in the
hungry.
movie,
I
right?
saw
You
the
seen that
movie,
movie?
yeah, that movie was crazy.
In that movie, it was crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, so like, I mean, I don't see him as like money hungry or something like that. You know what I mean? Because I mean, shit, if I'm money hungry and he fucking up my bag, I'm definitely gonna say something. So I don't think it's that. I think it's just like, you know, he's probably like, yeah, my son, they made it to the playoffs, and he just want him to do that, and he probably don't want to step in and
bother him.
You know what I mean, mess with him or whatever. You're like, yo, dad, just coach me, dad. Just, you know what I mean? I don't know what the dynamic is. I don't know what those conversations are, but I feel like if those conversations had been had, or he had that threat or some shit earlier on, then things would improve. I don't know what the father-son relationship is. All I know is that his father coaches him and shit. You know what I mean? So outside of that, I don't know what else it is. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna speculate and try to make him seem like the worst father of the year and shit. Basically, this is just if anybody, you know, sees this, I want them to, like, you know, understand that he just needs to put something in his ear if he's not doing that. You know what I mean? Tell him, and he needs to be the one to do it. Like, you can't be Shannon Sharp and be saying that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it need to be somebody that, like, is closer to you.
So what do you feel about the Shannon Sharp situation? What the hell was that about? Like, I heard about it, but I ain't.
What you mean with
him and his dad? What happened with that? Why was they beefing?
Oh, because he was at a game. Mm-hmm. He was at a game and it was a Laker versus Grizzlies game, and something happened, and then he was like, he was trying.
Shannon and his team.
It was some fan shit, but I think they pieced it up though.
You can't tell me basketball ain't real fanatics if you about to fight at a game because of some shit that you said.
It was crazy.
You know what
I mean, I'm not doing all that. But it be like that. All sports games. Shit, I went to a Cowboys game.
Fuck that. Smiley, we beefing with podcasters that's trying to jack our shit. So now, nigga, real shit, nigga.
Yo,
we got beef
like,
with y'all.
on some real shit, like, I'm extremely humble with this shit. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't even be telling people, like, really, I don't tell nobody. I don't post it. I send it to the people that know me or the people that
I do.
See me? I don't send shit to nobody.
I do.
If we hit 1 million views on something, you'll never hear it from me.
You'll hear it from me.
If we get 1,000 subscribers, you'll never hear it from me unless I'm going to do a milestone episode or some shit and we going to talk about it that way. But as far as like every single time, yo, we just hit this. But I do fucking pay attention. I do pay attention to our analytical data and all that shit. So I see what's going on. I see people clicking. I see all the shit, all the movement. Comments, everything, even the shitty comments, the good comments.
1K.
You know what I mean? Appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. So, I mean, that's just my way of saying thank you is just by continuing to do what got us there in the first fucking place. That's my thanks. You know what I mean? But yo, it's some other shit that's going on in the entertainment world. What about Michael B. Jordan, right? So I just watched Creed. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. You know what I mean?
Michael B. Jordan.
You know, corny or not, man. That nigga doing his thing. You know what I mean? How motherfuckers look at it. You know what I mean?
Corny or not.
But you know what? You know what's crazy? You know why he was corny? He was corny because he was that kid that aspired to be a movie star and that walked around with headshots in school.
Okay.
Like, why you got headshots and you live in Newark, New Jersey, and you in school, in public school? Because he knew he was gonna be something. And even though you don't believe in me, I'm gonna believe in me. So, as somebody that grew up in the hood, obviously, it's certain things that you look at and you might say that's corny or whatever. And that's because we don't understand. Really, we're not intellectual enough to understand or grasp the term manifestation at that age. When we growing up in this environment and we see the distractions and we see how shit is, we never think that we could be a movie star. We never think that we could be a president. We never think that we could be LeBron. We never think that we could be Tiger Woods or Serena Venus Williams or Kamala Harris. You know what I mean? We never think we could be any of those things. So the kid that's in the school that got the fucking headshots and said, yo, you want an autograph? Because it's going to be worth something someday. And the kid that's laughing at that motherfucker that's working at Arby's right now. That's the difference. The difference is drive. The difference is passion. The difference is never quitting, never stopping. Even though that motherfucker said that you wasn't going to do shit. Even though they called you corny and they laughed at you, you still did it. So, yeah, a lot of us do that. You know what I mean? And I always said to motherfuckers like, yo, I wish I had more friends that were nerds. I got a lot of friends that are nerds. You know what my friends that are nerds that are doing right now with their life?
Boss level shit.
Yo, no cap. One of my niggas make over $100,000 a year.
See?
You know what I mean? That's a nigga I went to school with. You know what I mean? Like, this nigga really,
That's
this
how
nigga,
you win.
he don't know what to do with his money, so he just keep having kids. That's how he's spending his money. But with the same woman though, he doing it right.
That's what's
You know what I mean? So shout out to him.
Shout out to him, bro.
You know what I mean? But
Shout out to black families.
right. You know what I mean? And what's his name on Instagram? The habitual mindset or some shit like that. I don't know, some shit.
They said Ashanti was talking to Nelly again, man. I hope that ain't true. I mean, I'm sorry, Nelly.
She fucking with Nelly again?
I think so. I mean, I heard it on one source. I ain't hear it on no other sources, so I don't know.
City boys, we up. You know what I mean? Fuck it. That's what that means.
No, I don't know. I see Nelly wild out.
I'm not
wildin'.
I like Ashanti. I think Ashanti's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And if I could have an opportunity with Ashanti, I wouldn't let that slip away.
Okay.
But in the way that it is right now with the game and the way that women treat dudes, it wouldn't be no long-term thing. It would just be get what I get and move on.
Are y'all serious, nigga? Ashanti?
Yo, you gotta understand.
I'm trying to ASAP Rocky her. Like,
that's crazy. Well, here's the thing, right? If I got a girl that don't like Rihanna, I would ASAP Rocky Rihanna, right? Because Rihanna didn't have no kids when ASAP Rocky got her. But ASAP Rocky
Ashanti don't got no kids.
already established, already making millions of dollars. So it's like, in his level, it's okay. I'm not looking for a chick to change my life.
You're gonna change your own life.
Yeah, but
and all you have to do is drop that seed in that snatch hole, nigga.
See that?
We are farmers. Don't be.
Listen. That's the same shit like with that skit with Dave Chappelle with the fucking if I marry Oprah or some shit.
Nigga, this is Ashanti, my nigga. It's not Oprah.
Yo, but I'm saying I'm not fucking with a chick for the bag, bro. Like that's not. That's
you gotta fuck with her for the bag. She's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I'm fucking with her because I wanna bust, I wanna smash. She's beautiful. But what more do I know about her other than her being beautiful?
You couldn't get to know her. I feel like you're being optimistic. You like,
I am being optimistic.
It's gonna go wrong. I don't know what's gonna happen. This bitch might have a horrible life.
Because I said I'm gonna fuck.
Nah, but you said you're not doing no long term.
Yeah, but niggas think every chick that you fuck, you think you gotta marry her. Like you gotta be sure, number one, that this is the bitch that you wanna be with. Like,
why are you putting Ashanti with every bitch that you ever fuck? Cause you calling her regular?
I'm not calling her. Okay, all right. What is Ashanti to you? She's everything?
Ashanti is to me a celebrity that is very attractive. She's a celebrity, so that comes with status. Let me tell you why it's not a problem for you. It's not a problem for me because it's beneficial to what I do already.
Okay.
So if I have a girl that's beneficial to what I do already, and it's just beneficial, that's not, oh, I owe all of my fortune and fame to her. That's, yo, she showed love and I'm going to show it back. How do you show it back? You give it time and attention. I don't mind giving that time and attention, because what are the other bitches in my life trying to get from me? Time and attention. I don't mind singling out and saying, okay, Ashanti, if it work out, if she fuck with me, which she's probably gonna be fucking with me, because if I'm poor, what is she fucking with me for? Like, you see what I'm saying? I'm not poor, but I'm broke compared to Ashanti, goddammit. You see what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, she gotta be fucking with me because she sees some type of potential, and I already know I'm that nigga, at least from the music and shit. I just need more eyes. How else do you get more eyes when you got somebody that's in your corner that's, you know what I mean? But if you looking at it like, oh, nah, I don't need nothing from this bitch, fuck this, I feel like that's ego. Me personally.
Okay. All right. So, I don't feel like it's ego, because there's two different types of men, right? That we not even gonna get into, we know that.
Facts.
But, oh, you heard what happened to Andrew Tate? Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
We gotta talk about that.
Even though she's beautiful and she does all of this shit, I still have to make sure that she's a perfect suitor to be with for the rest of my life. I don't want to just have a kid with any woman, celebrity or not. If I have a kid with a woman because of the situations that I've already been in and experienced with women, she has to be of mine in order to carry on certain things with the kid in the event that I'm no longer able to carry on. You know what I mean? So she got to be able to take care of that kid in case I'm in the hospital or I'm, you know, not here anymore. You know what I mean? So I have to think about those things. Another thing is I have to understand how she deals with money. If she's able to, you know, hold her compulsive spending and not spend so much money on shit, if she's more sensible, if she's not really like a crazy superficial woman, it's just, she gotta have this, she gotta have Gucci, she gotta have, you know what I mean? I gotta think about that. And you can look at that when you're looking at a woman like, oh, she dressed a certain way. If a woman lives in a mansion and I live in a condo house, you know what I mean? Then in order for that situation to really work, and my mindset is for her to live in the condo house with me. But she's already used to certain things. So I got to get to her level so that we could go back to that mansion that she was living in. First. So my mindset would have to be like elevating myself, or she's going to have to consider my current conditions and help me get to the mansion level.
Exactly.
And when I get to the mansion level, then we'll move in that mansion together. But until then, you're going to have to get on my program and show me how I can make more money. If you got tips, to add those tips in my leadership. But I'm running this show. You're not running me. So we're running it from this spot until we get to where you're already at, if you want to be with me. And that's the love part for them. So they got the love and all that shit. And yeah, I will respect you and everything, and you'll be the queen of my castle. But it's going to be my castle. I'm not going to live in your castle.
So just off looks like an attraction alone, you wife?
No, I won't wife anybody. It's not a celebrity or anything like that. Cause
no. I'm just saying, just off.
Yeah, but the answer to that is the infatuation piece is what lures us to women.
Oh, so you.
But why do we get turned off after dealing with women? Like saying that, damn, I'm not gonna give it all up for Ashanti is just saying less of me as a man by myself already. Like, damn, you wouldn't give it, like, what makes you so great?
Whoa.
No, I'm not
giving anything
up. But listen, I'm not saying this in particular to you, but I'm saying to somebody, if that was said, like, right, because this is just a scenario, it's hypothetical. I mean, the chances, well, we do music.
Facts.
So, we
exactly.
might cross paths.
That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I still want to do a collab with her, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna give
it all. Bro.
I'm not giving everything up.
She was like,
I'm not giving everything. Cause
like he would never wife me.
Cause you put me into a corner. You put me into a corner like I'm some simp. I I don't give a fuck who the bitch is. Like Ashanti, I love Halle Berry.
He went from
I mean,
Ashanti to Oprah. I was like,
no,
damn,
because you put finances in it.
you did that. I didn't say that.
Like, yo, she could bring whatever into whatever I'm doing. Da 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 da. Are you talking about her social status, her social currency? But we're talking about some value that she's bringing to me. I don't give a fuck about her value. I give a fuck about my value. That's what I'm saying. It's not ego. It's about being a man. Like I want to be able to take care of my woman. There's no way I can take care of Ashanti in my current state. So she's not gonna respect me the way that a man needs to be respected in a relationship.
And you wouldn't want her help to do that, even if she.
I wouldn't mind her help, but she's still going to have to understand that I'm the man and I'm running this shit. So you gotta understand. If you're a celebrity that's at a high level, Maya, Ashanti, fucking Tony Braxton, whoever, Sanaa Lathan, whatever woman you want to say, right? You're looking at them and you're just you. So we're talking to everybody that's watching this probably, right? You're just you. You're just a normal person. If you're a normal person and you come in contact with some woman that's this high status woman, you know what I mean? You have to humble yourself to her in your mind. But you're a man and she's a woman and you're pursuing her. Why are you humbling yourself? Show her how much of a gentleman that you can be. Show how much she needs you in her life. Show how much impact you're going to make into her life. Show how much you're going to teach her. That's your job as a fucking man. Not your job to be a man and be like, oh my God, I worship you. You're Ashanti. You're Halle Berry. You're Sanaa Lathan. I'm going to give everything to you. I don't give a fuck if I'm the coach of the Celtics. You know what I mean? I will never cheat on you. You're a queen. You're the best ever. Oh yeah, you see how I did that, right?
Ooh, shit.
Like, my nigga, like, you're a man. You have needs that have to be fulfilled. Even though she's a woman, she should be in your program. But you have to be transparent, so don't be a bitch when you fucking another bitch and she find out and then she don't want to deal with that shit. Yeah, she gonna be mad, nigga, because you ain't telling her that you was out here fucking other bitches. If you told her that you was gonna be on that type of time in the beginning, then she would have already been used to it. If she knew that she wasn't the only one in the beginning, then she probably wouldn't fuck with you. And that scares you. That make you feel like, damn, I can't tell her that because she not gonna fuck with me if I tell her that. But it's chicks that fuck with you because you got a chick. That's when you know you got your shit. When a chick fuck with you and be like, yeah, oh, I know he got a girl, but watch this. That's when you be like, all right, oh, she ain't gotta know. Can you keep a secret?
Sneaky
but this what chicks do. This what chicks do when you in a situation like that. This is what they do. They be like, oh, she don't suck your dick like this. Or oh, did she get you tickets to da-da-da-da-da? I'm not saying what it was because that's gonna give somebody, you know. But like, she never did this. Oh, she never did it to you in the car. You ever did it to in the car? And they know you got a girl, so they're gonna be like, oh, did you ever have sex in the car? Oh, with the girl that I be in the car with? Yeah, we had sex in the car in the movie theater parking lot.
But you gonna say no?
Am I gonna say no?
I said, but niggas typically say no.
What, to having sex in the car?
To the female, it'd be like, oh, you sure you don't do it like this? I'm like,
no, nah.
Do it like this,
but I'm talking about these are chicks that know that you got a girl. Now, if it's a chick,
exactly,
it's a different dynamic if the chick don't know you got a girl, like, and you just playing the game. Like, you want to seem like it's a new experience, you know what I mean? That you experienced something new for her. You don't want to seem like it's too crazy, but I'm talking about a different dynamic. See, me and you probably might be different. Some people might look at this shit and be like, this nigga gassing. This nigga ain't really, like, nigga, like, it's not that hard to believe that a dude could be fucking with a chick that know that he got a girl. Especially now. If you doing something that chicks is paying attention to, then it's gonna be other chicks that's gonna wanna fuck with you. Like, if I take my girl to an event and we post that shit, other girls gonna be like, oh damn, ain't nobody never took me there. Like, I wanna do that. A chick might hit you up off the strength of that shit.
I think it's just harder to believe that if Ashanti lets you fuck, you wouldn't think about wifing her versus just think about her.
Oh, you said think about it. So you said think about it or would I do it?
I mean, you say you.
I said no.
You say you wouldn't wife her.
I wouldn't wife her now.
Yeah.
So my first thing is like I'm not wifing her because she's Ashanti. Like
exactly.
If another nigga,
if she was fucking with you, is what I'm saying.
If she fucking with me, and then y'all fucking with me, what that mean? We've been together for a minute.
It means y'all met. No, y'all haven't been together for a minute. Y'all met, and let's say she had.
How did this marriage shit happen? Like,
not even marriage though. Not even
like,
marriage.
I'm trying to figure
not even
out.
Marriage, and I'm not even saying that
because that's
I'm
what
not
wife
even
it is. So what do you mean? She my girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like yo, this is my girl, Ashanti.
Exactly.
We got red carpet events, shit like that.
Exactly.
I'm
like she
her
bringing
shit.
you and shit.
Yeah, like she got her hand around my shoulder type shit.
Nah.
That's what you saying.
That's too masculine. You know?
I mean, but yo, like you already,
So
you already switched roles, bro. You already switched roles because you fucking with her because of who she is. That's what I'm saying. Get that out your mind. That's what I'm saying. She's Ashanti. She's beautiful. There's other women that's beautiful.
I understand that, but
so what we going off of status?
All I'm going off
Fanboying.
of, me personally, I'm going off of
fanboying.
Can I speak?
You are though.
I can't speak
Go
because
ahead,
you saying I'm fanboy.
Go ahead.
All I'm saying is, if it's just surprising to me, let's say that it's surprising to me that if the chance, just because we're going by chances, right? The chances of you running into Ashanti aren't very high. So I'm just saying to me, it sounds a little weird that the chances that y'all ran into her and she fucked with you to the point where she lets you hit, right? And then you hit, and then after you hit, you like, yeah, I'm gonna keep fucking this bitch, but I ain't wifing her. That's just a little weird to me. Like not even that you're gonna wife her as soon as you fuck, cause that's simp shit. I agree, but it's not simp shit to be like, if I fuck somebody and she fuck with me. Listen. She fucked with me off the dick. Let's say she fucked with me off the dick.
Alright.
Right? She was like, yeah, I like his dick. I like how he dicks me down. If she's Ashanti, I wouldn't be thinking, oh, okay, I'm just going to keep fucking. I'm going to be thinking, okay, I'm going to see who this person is, because this whole situation, I feel like, me personally, because I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I feel like, there's no way God didn't deliver this to my door. I can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna smash and let her. Like, nah, my nigga.
She's God's gift to men.
I'm just saying, women are God's gift to men.
That's what you just said.
Women are God's gift to men. 100%.
Women in general.
Yes.
But that's why we treat women in general.
Nah,
not because of their status. Like you don't do that.
Specific.
Like you.
Ain't no general.
And that's
ain't no generalities.
It's tough. It's tough to really find. It's tough to really find who you gonna be real with, because you not. I
got shorty right now, man.
You not being true to yourself.
I'm true to her.
Shit. Like put it like this. Like boom. If I'm with a girl that I think she the one, she that drink.
Yeah.
If I think she, like I really should be messing with her, then I don't really have to worry about if I'm gonna meet another celebrity. Like say we're on celebrity status. I don't have to worry about running into another one, because there's other celebrities that are just as blazing, like same rate 1 through 10.
Yeah, but you just fucking her.
I'm just fucking her, because
you don't know any of the other celebrities.
What am I with right now? Like, am I with her?
And you can't. No, you just fucked her. But,
all right,
but like you said, you wouldn't be thinking about wifing her.
Fuck,
so you're just thinking about
fucking
her.
Wifing ain't coming from fuck, unless it was really good.
With women, yes it is, nigga.
With them,
yes it is.
On Neymar,
if I put this on camera,
on Neymar.
If you have sex with a woman, and she's not trying to be in a relationship with you, she's a whore. She's a whore. I say it again, if you have sex with a woman, even if it's just hooking up or whatever, if y'all have sex and it's good sex, and she don't want to be in a relationship with you, she is a whore, bro. She is a whore. There's no gray area. There's no maybe, nah, nigga.
Okay.
She's a whore. So either she's a whore or she is interested in you enough to be in a relationship with you, my nigga. Also, the first time y'all have sex. Do you think that's different?
I don't know if that's how it is, because I think like before you have sex with them, they already made that choice. Yeah, because they know if they want to fuck you before you even before you even have sex, they know they want.
The sex seals the deal, though.
But when they do it, like some girls do have sex because they just want to do it. Like I've fucked girls that had sex just because they wanted to do it.
That's a trauma, though.
It might be for them. For me, it's straight. Shit, whatever. I don't got no problem with a chick wanting to fuck me because she want to see what it's like. Like, you know what I mean? Just get it out of the way. But sometimes,
get it out of the way.
Sometimes,
like I said, bro,
every time
it's good,
if it's good, be a fucked up reason.
She gonna want to be with you, my nigga.
Like they want to fuck because this nigga made them mad, or they want to fuck because they know this nigga gonna, like somebody that I know.
See, I don't really get that type of box, my nigga. I'm not going after nobody else's bitch because I feel like
I don't be doing it.
I feel like karma is a bitch.
But yo, like sometimes, like there's been I don't like. So there's been crazy situations where a woman has asked me to have sex with her and I've said no. Respect. But the woman is beautiful. The woman is, you know, I think she, at the time, she was gorgeous at that point in time. But, you know, when you get older, you know what I mean, your body changed, whatever. But at the time when that request was made, I was like, she was bad. I couldn't do it. Not because I wasn't already cheating, but because out of morals.
You said she fucked up there?
She not fucked up, but she don't look like that.
Oh, okay.
Like I know, like it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that would still fuck her. Like I put it like that. I still feel the same way. Like I want to fuck her.
Respect.
You know what I mean? But a lot of times niggas get looked at a certain type of way because of that. And then if the girl see you fucking with another chick, she be like, well, why you fuck this chick and you ain't fuck me, bitch? Because of the situation. It's nothing personal. Like, yeah, you probably could get fucked. It's probably niggas that probably know the situation why I ain't fuck you that probably would still fuck you. But not me. That's different. I'm not that type of nigga. I don't do that shit. So
are you the type of nigga that like posts your relationship on social media?
Nah, because I'm not the social media type of person like that. Like it sounds stupid because
no, I don't.
We on YouTube and shit and fucking whatever, but I'm not really like when I used to be on social media, like it was really just to bag chicks. You know what I mean? From Black Planet, fucking MySpace, that point in time, like when everybody was on the internet, like niggas was on the internet, like talking to chicks, or niggas was off the internet talking to chicks, whatever. But it was always for that reason. It wasn't like what it is right now. Like now, you find out the news on social media. You find out how many people got shot in the school or some shit on social media, and who's breaking up with who in the world, and fucking all types of bullshit. You find out about everything on social media. So it's more than what it was when I was up there. And I just, now, like after, you know, getting older, I don't look at it the same way that I look at it now. So I don't like to put my whole life up there, but I see like that's the way people communicate. Like people are never gonna know that this is going on in your life unless you put it on social media, because people only live through social media now. Like people don't even live the regular way. Like people don't call on the phone and say, hey, what's going on? People text people and put up a post and say, hey, this is for all my homies, and everybody that likes it. All right, I said hi for everybody. Bro, so I don't got to hit nobody up.
When my dude died, bro, I wouldn't have known unless it was social media. Because I didn't have none of their numbers, they didn't have mine.
Right. So it is helpful. It's a helpful tool to have.
It can be.
It is. It's even artificial intelligence.
Nah, nigga.
Oh man.
Artificial intelligence is spooky, bro.
Yo.
All the way around.
I gotta show y'all this video.
The Russian offensive has been swift, callous, and brutal. It's barbaric. Putin's illegal occupation of Kyiv and the impending Chinese blockade of Taiwan has created a two-front national security crisis that requires more troops than the volunteer military can supply. I have received guidance from General Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs, that the recommended way forward will be to invoke the Selective Service Act, as is my authority as president. The first to be called in a sequence determined by national lottery will be men and women whose 20th birthday falls during calendar year 2023. Remember, you're not sending your sons and daughters to war. You're sending them to freedom. God bless our troops and God bless Ukraine.
What that was Joe Biden, the president, declaring nuclear war or whatever. And, there was going to be a draft and all of that. But that's completely fake. Artificial intelligence created a video showing the president declaring nuclear war, but it really didn't happen. It was computer made, but it looked so real, like, you know what I mean?
Scary.
And it's scary because this type of technology given into the wrong hands could possibly mean some type of bullshit. Just like, when we used to go to school, we used to have
it's already in the
there used to
wrong
be
hands.
bomb scares. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's already in the wrong hands right now. There used to be bomb scares and shit when we was in school, and they actually had bombings that happened years ago, like in the 90s. There was bombings that happened in America, and it had everybody like scared. And then after that, there's kids calling schools saying it, you know what I mean? And this could mean a whole new version of that because of having access to all of this technology. In the wrong hands, it could be lucrative, or it could be evil. In the wrong hands. Type of
Could
shit.
you imagine that? It would be like a technical thing, and they shut down certain schools and with bomb threats and fake the voices of like officials. You know what I mean? And this shit would be crazy. This is gonna get out of hand, bro.
Yeah, it's about to be wild, bro.
It's gonna be out of hand. It's amazing.
Yeah, that shit gonna be crazy, man. Like,
Man, bro. Say it ain't so.
I know that after that video, now it's motherfuckers trying to find some shit to make with Trump, like, I'm finally the president, like some bullshit. It's gonna be some shit.
I heard he can't run now or some shit.
Word?
Somebody said some shit like that. I
I
don't know
hear
if it's
that.
true. I don't know if it's true. I hope it's not
Look
true.
into that, yo, because
I hope it's not true.
that's crazy though. Like, why can't he
I
run?
don't know. I don't know if that's true. Somebody might have been hating.
If y'all know, like, hit us up. Look, we gonna fact check. We gonna bring out some information on that shit. But
You know what I mean?
hell yeah, like that's crazy.
But yeah, man, Andrew Tate, bro. I heard that.
Oh, word, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that
They,
shit. So this
they really obviously trying to kill that man. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, yo.
he got cancer,
He got lung cancer, bro.
but I seen something today that said he didn't have it.
I hope he don't.
And
If he has it, he gonna die,
said
bro.
his current condition, he could live 5,000 more years or some shit. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
He can't. They're not gonna take him out that easy.
Might have been Deepfake, nigga. Might have been Deepfake, bro. We ain't gonna see that nigga again in the States, bro. Guaranteed. And I hate to say it like that, but guaranteed we're not gonna see that nigga again in the States, bro.
It's crazy. Like, what is
crazy.
going on, man? Like,
It's
is it
crazy.
really that bad for
Yes, nigga.
for us to speak our mind and have
Yes,
our
nigga.
own voice? Like, it's
Yes,
really,
nigga. You hear,
really terrible.
you hear
like that?
Kanye very quiet now. Got him another Kim Kardashian lookalike, and he's very quiet now, nigga. He's not making no noise.
Wow.
Shit crazy, bro. Like, nigga, this shit crazy, nigga. If niggas do make it successful, I'm buying out, my nigga, early. I'm just letting you know, nigga. I do it for fun, bro, but I ain't
Yo, what
once
if
I
we
get to a certain number, I'm good, bro.
What if we get reparations, bro?
We gonna get reparations. It's gonna be called stream checks. That's gonna be our reparations, nigga. Watch, it's gonna be millions of fucking dollars, my nigga. And they gonna tell us to talk about certain shit. And I'm gonna tell you, I'll be like, yo, bro, I made enough. One day I'm gonna just be like, yo, bro, I made enough. I'm good. Cause this shit gonna be out of here, nigga. More money, more problems.
That shit's crazy. Yo, it was another fucking story that came up, right? So, you know, usually I get like a whole bunch of stories from my cousin. And he sent me some shit about chicks with tattoos. A nigga got a chick tatted on him. And since we was talking about,
they both got the tat on them, or
nah,
just
the nigga got it. The nigga got the chick tatted on his neck. Her name tatted on his neck.
That's simply it.
Now let's dissect this situation.
If that's not my daughter,
because
that's simply it.
If you were in a relationship with a woman and you decide, yo, I want to do something symbolic, whatever, and you want to get a tattoo of her name on you, you have to look at certain variables of the situation. One, are you going to be with that person for a long time? Because getting a tattoo, it's a pretty big decision. You know what I mean? I got a few tats. I got tats all over my body, whatever. Like, if you decide to do that, it's going to be there forever. You know what I mean? And certain religions don't really like that or whatever, so you got to be careful what you get, you know what I mean? And if you get arrested, certain tattoos can be depicted for a certain type of gang or some type of meaning. So you got to know what you get, do your research or whatever. So whenever somebody do that, I just be like, yo, it's a reason that you did it. It means something to you. If you get a woman's name tatted on you, then I would believe that she means something to you. If you only been with her for a few weeks or a month or so, if she means enough to you for you to get her tatted on your neck, she must be the best woman ever.
It has to be mutual.
It's gotta. I don't even think it gotta be mutual. I would say
you would get your girl's name tatted on you.
I'm a tattoo person, so if I get ink on me, it's gonna be symbolic. So it wouldn't just be. Here's the thing. I'm an artist, right? I say I'm an artist with music, but I'm an artist like actual paint type of shit like that. Drawing. So I look at things from an artistic perspective. I see poetry in art. I see everything. Every still life has some meaning to me. The way I look at life is just crazy as fuck. So that's why I love looking at certain visions and making things like, I'll make that into a picture. You know what I mean? Like just simple shit. Simple still life. But it means something deeper. The colors, the tone, it's a softness. It has a feeling, it has an emotion. It can be mundane, it could be boring, or it can be lively, it can be bright, it can be happy. You know what I mean? So if somebody gets a tattoo with just somebody's name, just regular Times New Roman letters or some shit like that, I'm gonna be like, yo, like, is this serious? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why do her tattoo look like a cell block number or some shit? Like,
I think people get superficial tattoos who are superficial people. And I feel like the intricate tattoos are the intricate people. Right.
But it will have it has intricate, it's gonna be more emotion, more passion went into that to make it so just more than just letters.
Exactly.
Feel me?
100%.
And nothing that I have on me is just letters. Like it's more of an art. And I usually draw out my own tattoo of what I actually want, and then I give it to the artist. And if the artist is creative, they'll freehand what I've drawn, or they'll just straight print what I've drawn onto me.
So the shorty that you showed me, she tatted your name on. That was your picture?
Okay, so when I when I was with the person that I was in love with, right? I would every year, I guess, I would get a tattoo. Once I started getting tattoos, like every year I would get a tattoo, or every other year or something like that. But it was always on my birthday I would get a tattoo. And I would put a lot of thought into it. Like right after I got my tattoo, I'll put thought into getting my next tattoo for next year. You know what I mean? Because tattoos aren't cheap. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's really like, it's an investment that really doesn't mean anything, but it means something to you. So you have to pay money to get this shit done. So you want to make sure you're going to the right artist. You don't really have to do a lot of touch-up work on it and shit like that. So I had somebody that was with me that was like, she was into certain things that I was into. So one of that was the love of tattooing. She loved the art and stuff like that. Because my ex was an artist. You know, she could draw. She could draw too. She was kind of a beast. So she loved it. She loved the art side of it. So it's really artsy chick. Her drip, everything, where she dressed, everything was art. So we would go to the tattoo spot all the time to get a tattoo. And then there was a conversation about she wanted to get a tattoo and what was her first tattoo going to be, and she didn't know what it was going to be. My suggestion was, I don't get my name. And
this is her first tattoo?
It was her first tattoo.
Oh shit.
And then we were like, and then she's like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Like, are you gonna get my name tatted on you? Like, I mean, that's not what I ain't come here to get that today. But maybe at some point in time I might get it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie and say I never said that I wouldn't get her name tatted, because I did. I said I would do it
today.
But that wasn't my intention, you know, to get a woman's name tatted on me. But we had a conversation about that. Like, she was gonna get my name tatted on her, but she just wanted a cool way to do it. So she decided, boom, she gonna get it. Her parents is not gonna like her getting a tattoo, so she had to have it in a place that's not revealing or whatever. So she had it like below her waist, kind of, so that you could only see it if she went to the beach or something. So I seen it and I was like, oh, that came out straight. I like that. You know what I mean? Whatever. And it was just my name. It was just, you know, just my name, little design.
It was hard.
It was thorough, but it was just my name. It was just the letters. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it wasn't the
letters.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just the letters at first. And then she wanted to get another one. So she got another tattoo done. So we had a relationship where I was Joker because I was like sadistic and funny, but my humor was very dark. And she was Harley Quinn, right? So Black Joker and Harley Quinn, right? So because that was our like little moniker with each other, there would be images of Harley Quinn and Joker. Like our relationship was so fucking deep. Like, I don't think I'll ever, and this is like, I don't want women to feel like discouraged to like fucking fuck with me, but like, I don't think I'll ever find somebody that I was so connected with. Like
I be hearing that, bro. Like, niggas really finding their soulmates, bro. Like,
that shit is crazy. Like,
I see this
like,
shit.
Yo, you remember the movie The Bronx Tale, when it was like, you're gonna have 3 great women in your life. Sometimes you get them all at once, and sometimes you get them later on. You know what I mean? And I feel like she could have been one of those. Like, I'm giving her mad praise. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say her name, but you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that I felt that passionate about the relationship. Like, even though I was doing what niggas do. Niggas cheat. Like, you know what I mean? If you can. You cheat if you can. You know what I mean? So, like, women was fucking with me. I had a girl, whoop-de fucking do. You know what I mean? Like, it was what it was. You know what I mean? But if you don't got no chicks and you just got one chick, then yeah, it's gonna be easy for you not to fuck. Obviously. But if you around, you know what I mean, and you be seeing people and you be outside and be bad bitches around you when you with your people, like, it's gonna be difficult, bro. It's gonna be very difficult for you not to fuck. You know what I mean? Especially if they want to fuck with you. But some dudes that pander might be like, oh nah, you just can't control yourself. Like, nigga, yeah, you control yourself a lot, but sometimes you give in. You know what I mean? If you around this every time that you go out or every time that you with your peoples, it's gonna be hard to do it. And that's why motherfuckers be like, dudes is bad influences on their friends and shit like that. It's not that. Men are just being men. You know what I mean? And you can decide not to fuck that chick. The nigga ain't put a gun in your head and tell you to fuck that chick. Oh, nigga, you was like, fuck it, the bitch here, nigga. You know what I mean? And you thinking like you might not never have that situation again, probably. This was a situation that happened all the fucking time. We was cool niggas. Cool niggas is always around women all the time. That was just how it was. You know what I mean? And we was young. So we was very vibrant. We was out there. Everything had to be clean. Everything had to be new. You know what I mean? Whenever niggas go out to the club, we get new clothes. You know what I mean? We get new shoes. You know what I mean? We get something that look fresh. And bitches don't see us walking from the car, so they could be like, oh, these niggas riding in the fucking jalopy. They ain't gonna say that shit. They see niggas looking clean, cooling, you know what I mean? Pull up on them, you know what I mean? And
pull up on me.
The rest is history, but long story short, she gets the other shit done over the shit, like, you know, but not over it, not covering it, but has like right over it, and then my name underneath. Mm-hmm. So her second tattoo was Harley Quinn and the Joker next to each other.
So basically, she got 2 tattoos representing it. 2
tattoos representing the relationship, but they kind of like went together, kind of. You know what I mean? And so this is a long fucking story, but
Mr. J. Oh shit!
The fucking
that's lit. You was Mr. J.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's crazy because it's crazy because we was really like so into that fucking whatever, like comic book
that was
shit.
Legit
like
that though.
Yo. We was dope together.
I remember hanging out at one performance. It was crazy. It was a wild time, dude. Yeah. Oh man.
Yo, she was dope though. I'm telling you, man. Like we had some good memories together. I would say that. You know what I mean? Despite, you know, the proverbial guy fucking up. You know what I mean? It was, you know how guys always fuck up. Right? You know, shit was good. You know what I mean? Whatever. But the whole tattoo shit was like, it was a mutual idea. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like I like pressed her for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't no shit like that, no corny shit. It was just, she wanted to get something. She didn't have any ideas. So my name was the idea. And we was together for a long time. So.
And it sounded like she didn't trip that you never got something tatted.
Nah, that was the thing. Nah, she didn't. She didn't. A few times she said something about it, you know what I mean? But it wasn't really nothing that was like, bring it up every time. You know, like someone would bring up marriage all the time. Like, when we gonna get married? One thing that did come up a lot was us moving in together. Like, she really wanted to do that. Because she wanted to move in together because she wanted to be nosy. Yeah. So she wanted to make sure, like, I wasn't doing this, I wasn't doing that. Mm-hmm. I knew it was really an agenda to it. Because, you know, we had, even when she came to the crib, like, we wasn't all up on each other. Like, unless she was on... Sometimes women get in that mood where they gotta be like all up on you, like, come here, babe, like, you know what I mean? But it wasn't like that all the time, like, you know what I mean? So we was together long enough to just know that the other person was there, type of shit, you know what I mean? And that shit that happened when, usually in a marriage, like that happens, like you're just used to the person, like you ain't gotta be all kissing up on them all the time and shit. Like after a while, you like, oh, that's my fucking roommate to some extent. You know what I mean? Like we live together. We here. Like you know what I mean?
That's horrible.
It's not horrible because
I'm gonna be old, grabbing old ass.
I'm not. See, but see, I think like sometimes, like I
could do that forever.
I think like you feel like as men, like we feel like we gotta do a whole bunch of shit. And we do have to do certain things. Like you always got to make sure that you remind her how beautiful she is. You got to remind her that she's important. You got to do certain things like that. But you still got to be able to have that balance where, you know, I'm still the guy. You know what I mean? I'm still that guy. You know what I mean? That's why she's here. So yeah, she could come through. She could be at the crib. Be by the stove and shit. You go over and smack her ass once in a while or some shit like that. That's cool if that's what y'all do. But I'm talking about kissing all up on a person all the time. Like, no, my nigga, I'm not doing that. And if every nigga, I don't know a lot of people that do that, but if every nigga out here be on that shit, then I'm telling you, it's not gonna last for a long time. That shit get corny. It get boring and get old after a while. Because people breath stink in the morning. In the morning, your breath stink. Breath be stinking.
You could avoid shit.
Sometimes you wake up in the morning like, hey man, nah, you know what I mean? But that's in the beginning. You be like, all right. But after a while, you're gonna be like, come on, yo, go brush your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Go brush your teeth. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Cause that's like, okay, we're people, we're human people. I can't talk to you like a human being. I gotta always be like, please, babe. You know what I mean? Or some shit like that. Babe. Nah, my nigga, like sometimes I gotta be like, yo, you gotta shut the fuck up. Sometimes you gotta be able to say that to your woman. Like, yo, you gotta shut the fuck up. Like, you're doing too much right now. Cause you're gonna get us kicked out of this fucking restaurant. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta control the situation. And your woman gotta be like, you know what, I got you, babe. Like, we good. Cause I'm hungry. I don't wanna go to no like this is where I wanna eat at, and you wilding right now over nothing. Like, it's not that big a deal. Sometimes women get overly emotional over certain things and they want to fuck. No, we can go to another Red Lobster. Like, bitch.
Not another.
We at this one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I don't want to go to another Red Lobster. But sometimes it be like that. You know what I mean? But shit. Tattoos, like, if a dude get a tattoo of a woman named Hope, that she stays with you and y'all don't break up. Because it's different for a woman to explain a nigga's tattoo. Especially my name's Smiley. Like, she could be like, oh, that's what I used to call myself. Or if she want to lie to the nigga. Or she could get it removed, or she could get it covered, or she could do whatever. But
what do you think, just for you knowing her, what do you assume that she did?
Damn, man, why you be doing this to me?
I just want to know.
Like, yeah, but now they ain't gonna know. Like, damn, you could have been off the camera and asked that shit.
I'll say it off camera. I'll say that. I'm sorry, guys. I tried.
What the fuck? Nah, fuck it. I keep it a being with you.
See, that's for 1,000 views.
When you put me on the spot, nigga, I gotta do it because I'm a real nigga. Like that
shit, bro.
I think she still got it. Like, that's just how I feel.
I believe she still
got it. It's not covered or nothing like that. It's just she don't explain that shit.
And I think she would explain it. I think she'd be like, yo, this is one of my exes. You know what I mean? I was fucking with, but. You know what I mean? If
she do, I gotta have that much more respect for her if she still got it. I know some bitches be like, I wouldn't do that shit. Nah, fuck that.
She probably say it out of bitterness though because you cheated.
But nah,
that's the only reason why she would say it out of bitterness.
I fucking love that girl. You know what I mean? I respect like, if she got it covered up, I fucking love that girl. You understand what I'm saying?
Either or.
It don't matter to me. You know what I mean? And the fucked up thing about it is that another woman might come into my life and they might be all comfortable, but if they can't really be able to deal with me as a person and a man, they not gonna last with me.
Girls like that romantic shit, bro. I think you can get your girl back, bro.
I don't want to do all that.
This is why she don't think.
I just don't want to do all that. It's too much. It's too fucking much. It's really that's ego. Damn. That's ego.
How is that ego? You're doing something for me. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it because you know that's your girl, nigga.
The thing is, because
you're gonna save her from a lifestyle of dealing with some fuck nigga and having to explain, who's Smiley J?
I think it's selfish.
What's selfish?
I think it's selfish.
Y'all gonna have kids, bro.
I think it's selfish.
How is it selfish?
Because
black families, bro.
Because here's the thing. I want the person to want me the same way I want them.
She wants you, but she knows that you're not the type of person that would do that.
The crazy
but
shit is...
But if you did do that, she would fuck with you. And you know it, bro.
Just understanding that I gotta do all that to prove it when I'm like, yo, like, I really genuinely do care about this person.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna fucking do that. You know what I mean? I'm staying in my shit. I'm staying stubborn in my shit. Damn, only because I feel like it's selfish. I don't know if she's living her life and living her best life, but I know there's no complaints. I don't hear too much bad going on. Like, I don't know.
So I feel like you still feel like you was gonna cheat on her if you got her back.
But when we talk about this,
I'm just asking you,
like, what? But why?
Would you cheat on her if you got her back? Do you think that would still be?
I don't even know. Like, at this point, because like,
cause be honest.
Cause to me, bro, I feel
honest, like I'm not like
you're not out here hoeing
no more. I'm not
like,
out here hoeing because I'm busy.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm doing what they say is God's work. I'm trying to push shit that's gonna make sense, that's gonna put money in people's pockets.
Exactly.
I'm trying to help my culture. I'm trying to support as much as I can by blasting all the people that I know. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I wanna leave with a good name for myself. I wanna leave with something valuable in my life. I don't wanna leave with the moniker like I was just this cheating ass nigga that ain't do shit. At least if I say I was a cheating ass nigga, I can say I did shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the whole thing. And the only reason I feel like it's not fair because like she might be doing her thing for school or whatever. She might be happy with some dude or whatever. He might be doing her right. Me just presenting myself back in the picture, I feel like it's selfish. And that's like out of some hopeless romantic type of shit. Huh?
What if she wasn't?
If she wasn't,
what if she was legit? If you did it, she legit just broke down and was like, y'all been waiting. I'll tell you what.
Because
it seemed like y'all had that type of dynamic.
I'll tell you what.
If she called you Mr. J, if she got her shit tatted, my nigga, look, she love you, my nigga.
And this could be like this. It can't be me. I'm not gonna do it. But if I got a really good friend that really is my friend that much, they would go out of their way to be like, yo, on his birthday, come to his party. We about to have a crazy party, surprise party for this nigga. I know he don't like surprises and shit, but we gonna sneak up on him and hope he don't.
See, but that's making her come to you, my nigga.
Because that's the only way it's gonna happen. I feel like I can't. I feel like it's selfish. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if she's doing good or not.
Even if you know that she's not doing good, let's assume. Let's say,
and I don't even want to know that because I would feel so bad. I would feel so bad because now I'm gonna like think about it like this: if a woman because that love shit be fucking wearing out. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't want you to fuck up no home. I'm just saying, she wasn't fucking with nobody.
I'm saying this, like even if she did have a home. Like say she was with some nigga, right? Mm-hmm. And the nigga that she with, the situation is whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like the nigga cool, you know what I mean? But
yeah, I wouldn't
whatever.
Do that.
But the nigga be cheating. The nigga be doing the same shit that I was doing. Whatever, right?
And she knew.
But she knew but didn't know or whatever. But here's the thing. That's not my business. So now I come into the situation trying to, assert myself or trying to be like, yo, like I want to know how you was doing. Whatever.
That's too much.
She tell me she got a man. Mm-hmm. Now my bubbles burst. You feel me? Now I gotta go with that deflated. So that's the ego thing. So I never really would not talk to a chick off of fear of rejection because I still was like have the fear of rejection and still go up to a chick and cold approach and still be like, how you doing? Damn, I see you carrying these bags. Can I help you put these bags in your car? Like, you know what I mean? I'm already...
You passed the rejection part.
I'm past the rejection part.
Who's got
somebody that I was already fucking with, I can't endure that rejection. That's a rejection that I don't want. So I didn't even want to assert myself in that situation if I know she ain't, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not fucking with you. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever.
I think you underestimate how much she loves you, bro.
Because just being in certain situations, like when you in a situation with a person and you've done shit to a person, you probably feel like this person hates you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even if I knew that she asked about me, like I still would be like, all right, well, tell her I'm doing good if you hear from her again. I don't want her to feel like I'm gonna change her life and everything's gonna be better than it was or whatever. Cause I'm still a work in progress. I know that I'm not the same person that I was years ago. You know what I mean? But I know that that person is still there. You know what I mean? I'm still whoever I was. Like I've dealt with my past. I felt, and I've always said this to her, and I still feel this way, that I don't regret anything that I've done. There's always lessons in everything that I've endured. Because I'm still here to have another day, another crack at it. Try to do it right this time. So I'm
I'm not going to regret what I've done in a relationship, only that I can apologize for that, and I'm a better person than that now. And I understand how that affected you, and I, you know, and yo, like, let's be clear.
I hope she watches this episode.
Let's be clear.
I really do.
I know a whole bunch of my friends probably like talk about me like I'm always like, yo, I'm always joking around, never serious, yo. If I had the opportunities that he had, I would have did this, that, you know. But a lot of my niggas don't know that I really look up to them. You know what I mean? And I don't want them to fall from the grace that I have them at. You know what I mean? So I always try to encourage them to continue on a positive path. Like some niggas will keep telling you, yo, do this, do that, whatever. And my niggas know I'm smart enough to make the right decision most of the time. So my niggas will tell me some shit and know that they joking about it, but no, I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm the only one of my friends, few of my friends, right, that doesn't have a child, and I'm 37 years old. Not because I didn't want to, not because I couldn't have, but because something was like, yo, I need to not do this right now. I need to get my shit together first. Because I know so many people that tried to do it and they got stuck in a certain situation at times in their life.
I was asked if you ready now, but you technically already got a kid, so.
I mean, yeah, like that, like yo,
ready or not, nigga?
Yo, like, what's up, man? Like that's like yo, it's crazy because I look at it like yo, like wow, like I get to watch somebody grow up again, right? But this time,
is she
more,
close? Huh? Is your cousin close?
They live in Waterbury.
Oh, so that's close.
So I mean, it's close enough, but you know, I got a journey, so I can't be that deadbeat godfather. You know what I mean? Like I gotta go get him and, you know, bond with him and spend time with him as much time as I can. And, you know, I got a whole bunch of Dr. Seuss books that I was getting for, I don't know why, but maybe this is why. You know what I mean? So now I got these books that I could read to him, get him right, get his mind right, get him mentally prepared for the world that's outside there the best that I can. And just help him, you know, and just be a guide. You know what I mean? But this is it's exciting. It's exciting. But the other thing I was saying, like, with my guys, like, they got kids and they're amazing fathers, including OD. Like,
you, bro.
All amazing fathers, all a part of their child's life, always speaking life into them. So it's like, these are the examples that I have. So I can't, they set a pretty decent bar for me to live up to. So I'm like, I'm just constantly absorbing all of this shit in and learning this is what I gotta do, this is what I can't do. And everything is leading me to having a strong partner. So the crazy thing is, like, I still strap up, you know what I mean? Since I've been broken up with my girl, like, I have had sex. I don't be having sex like that, but, you know, I fucked a couple of chicks, you know what I mean? Whatever. I'm a human being, like, you know what I mean? Whatever. So I'm still not having kids. I still go to the doctor and get checked 6 times a month, 6 months a year. You know what I mean? Every 6 months of the year. I'm taking care of my body. I'm taking care of my mind. And I'm like, yo, like, I don't want just anybody to be my baby mother. So that's why it's like, it's taking me so long to probably have a baby mother, because the woman that I was with, that was her. You know what I mean? And that's how I felt. And my mind can't really shake that. But I'm not gonna go shake her, because I don't think that's fair. If she's with somebody and she's happy, I don't want to interfere with that. If she's not happy, I'm sure she knows that I'm not upset. You know what I mean? Hey, hit me up. We could go out to eat. It could be a regular. Look, I've gone on food dates with chicks and nothing happened. You know what I mean? That's happened in life.
But you're not gonna reach out because you feel as though you don't want to bother her, basically.
I don't want to bother her. If she, cause when we broke up messy. when we finally broke up, it was messy because she felt betrayed for the final time.
I got you.
And I didn't really do anything, but she didn't want to hear it type of shit. And I didn't press. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Do what you gotta do, yeah.
She cut me off on all social media.
That's how it be.
But I ain't stopped doing what the fuck I was doing. I was still whatever. And I was like, you know, we had a group on Facebook called Me and My Bitch. It was our private group. And we used to put like pictures in there. Like I put like crazy pictures in there. She put crazy pictures in there.
Yeah,
I would write verses in there and shit and tell her to tell me what she think about it. She would like it. And I was like, oh shit, she liked it. You know what I mean? But she's sitting right next to me and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, so,
yeah, like we did little shit. You know what I mean? Like she was my friend too. Like she was my girl, but she was my friend. Like it was crazy as fuck. Like, you know what I mean?
So how does that dynamic work though? Like, isn't she still she not cool with Erica no more?
Nah, she loves Erica.
So that's what I'm saying. So Erica knows how she is.
Her and Erica have spoken since. She was like, hey, how's everybody doing? Da, 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 da. She just ain't speaking with my ass.
Damn. So
She's still okay. I think,
she can get in contact.
Look, niggas gotta watch this video and be like, yo, this nigga a simp.
No, nah.
Listen,
you kept your pep hands
I checked her page, and she's still like cool with some of the people that I'm cool with. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, damn.
That's what I'm thinking.
So that shit like be fucking me up.
She could contact you whenever she wants, basically.
She can, and that's why I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna violate. Like, I'm gonna let her respect it now. You know?
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, I feel how I feel, but I don't let that stop my grind. Okay. I don't let that stop my movement. Like nobody thinks, oh, he's heartbroken. Look at how his behavior is. Nobody's thinking that. I'm happy.
You know they don't care for us dudes.
Like, yo, like, on some real nigga shit, like, I push myself through everything, no matter what. No type of shit. Nigga, when I fucking fucked my leg up and my whole quadricep was leaking out my thigh, nigga, I was still working. I was still working from home in mad pain. I ain't get no fucking pills for like 3 fucking days after that accident, my nigga. Shit. So when that morphine wore off, nigga, after they stitched me up, nigga, nothing but pain. I was sweating for like 3 days, man. Then I had to crutch myself to the emergency room. I'm like, yo, I can't take this shit, nigga. Y'all gotta give me something.
Help.
That shit was crazy, bro. I was like, yo, this hurt too much. But, nigga, like, that, it ain't stopped me from working, nigga. I still had to work. Because I still gotta make my money. I still gotta eat. You know what I mean? Every year that I go up in a new tax bracket, I be blessed, you know what I mean, that I made it or whatever, you know, because it's a lot of shit that happened to me in my life that I shouldn't be here today to be able to talk to people and tell people about this shit. You know what I mean? So every day is a blessing to me. I'm grateful to be here, whatever it's from. You know what I mean? I'm really blessed to be here. Like, you know what I mean? And I always feel like, yo, I get a chance to fucking tell people, like, yo, it's a better way to do shit. When I hear like a young nigga talking some stupid shit, you know what I mean? That's really when I be like, yo, like, you making me feel mad old because that's really stupid. Because there probably was a point in my life when I was like, yeah, nigga, we gotta go get these niggas. But now I'm like, yo, like, nigga, like, you stupid as fuck. Like, you ain't even start. You ain't even start your life yet. Like, it ain't even, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
these young boys is just shooting. They didn't even fight. At least we was fighting, man.
Right.
These niggas ain't fighting.
My sister pressing me too, man. She pressing me to go get this shit, man.
You should,
cause she want hers, and she like, when we gonna go get it? I'm like, all right, yo, we can go next weekend. Like, fuck it.
Let's go with her.
So we gotta put some time aside to go get our shit.
That's late. Yeah,
but I'm gonna tell you how I feel about guns.
How you feel?
Everybody should not have them.
Yeah, but it's you.
I love guns. I love them.
So you should.
I feel like in the right hands, you could save the world with a gun in the right hands.
Well, it's in your hands. I save the world, Smiley.
If in the wrong hands, you could destroy the world with a
Save the
gun.
world, Smiley.
You know what I mean?
Smiley waiting for the zombie apocalypse so he could bust some heads.
I be like, that shit gonna be like like Call of Duty, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Nigga, you don't even know, like the fun, the
Smiley.
most fun that I've had.
Smiley, you part of my alliance, my zombie apocalypse.
Yo, I got you. I'm gonna
If
hold you
anything
down.
go down, I'm coming here.
I'm gonna hold you down, bro.
Come here,
I'm telling you,
nigga.
'cause once I get one and the process is smooth,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have several.
And he lived down the street, so I'm gonna get here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's like on our hunt for the perfect firearm, cause some of my buddies already got legally, you know, I don't like to talk about all the crazy shit, cause I'm not snitching on nobody, no names, but you know, some of the people that I know, they got them other ways, but there are some of my friends that do have them the right way, right? So they show me the guns that they have, and they got like every type of thing that you could think about. They have like a 9mm rifle. So it's like you can still have it. So anybody that's looking to get a gun in Connecticut, you can get a 9mm and modify it as a rifle. So you can make it into a small assault rifle, like an M4 or some type of shit like that. It's just you gotta buy all the parts separately and shit like that. So it takes a while to build it up, and you gotta know what you're doing when you tinkering with your firearm, because you don't want to fucking miss no pieces. Every piece that comes out has to go back in. So make sure you're doing it right.
Talk that shit, man.
And dry
What's
fire.
your gun of choice?
Actually, I have a list, but
Nigga said I have a list.
But it's in the phone that's recording us right now. So
Ew.
I'm gonna tell you off of memory.
Ew.
The one that I'm looking for is the P30L.
P30L.
That's a Heckler, and that's from John Wick.
So you want that shit?
Nice handgun, really smooth. Click, click, clack, clack.
Mm-hmm.
You can add an extender to it if you like. You can add a scope to it if you like, or you could just have it with the iron sights if you prefer. You know what I mean? Pretty much no recoil, very smooth, and it's got like a rest right there, so you don't gotta worry about your thumb nicking it. Because I know some of them that come up a little bit too high, and when the hammer goes back, it snags a little bit of your skin.
Oh, no.
But this one comes right below, and it has the little guard right there, and then the hammer's right above it, so it's no way that you could scrape your stuff up. You know what I mean? Unless you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? But very, very smooth trigger, nice handle, and durable. And if you know about Hecklers are very durable firearms, like the Glock, very durable firearms. Those squared off firearms are, most of the time, they're very durable. But yeah, that shit, that's my choice. My sister had like some other, I forgot what she was talking about. She wanted some girly gun. Then she wanted to customize her gun. She wanted to get it all bedazzled and shit. I'm like, yo, come on.
I mean, you know, she got it.
Like, yo, but it's just crazy. Like
Yeah,
when people do all that to their gun, like you taking it like a gun, you making it something that it's not. Like this is a killing machine, and you making it into like something pretty. Like, you know.
Could you imagine getting killed by a pink gun?
Oh my God. Well, yo, check this out. You know, some of the most dangerous lizards have the brightest colors.
That's true. That's
the most poisonous shit.
That's true.
Got the brightest colors.
Oh my God, I never thought about it that way.
Pretty but deadly.
Pretty but deadly, nigga.
So hey, I mean, I don't know. I never got into the whole customizing your gun. Like in the military, we used to customize our rifles to like, you know, put like another attachment scope onto it, or like, something like extender or a sling
army
or something
gear
like that.
shit.
Yeah, army shit. But never the color and shit. Nobody like spray paint this shit.
Not even like you never seen a green gun?
A green one?
Yeah.
Nah. They never did. Nobody never did no
gun.
camouflage shit with their gun neither. I never seen that shit in the actual shit.
Because that would be like, it would be hard to see.
Because
like,
those not our guns, like, you know what I mean? So it depends on who your superior officer is. Like if you in the mercs and they let you do whatever you want, then they might allow you to do it however you do it. Because that's shit. If they see that shit, that's the last thing they're gonna see probably. So it don't matter what color that shit is. But I mean, I don't know. I don't need no colorful ass shit. Like just give me the right shit and I'm gonna do my thing with it.
You watch Jarhead?
Jarhead?
Yeah. Did you watch
the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
How you like it? The first one.
I
think we had a second one. That shit was trash.
I thought it was interesting because you know they talk about
was that the experience
like
that
PTSD.
you had?
No, my experience. Like I think every soldier's experience.
It was based off that war though, right? Because that was the war in Iraq.
Yeah. Well, Iraq kind of bled into. There was different. So the Middle East had many conflicts that was going on. So Iraq and Afghanistan, like those areas had like a similar type of shit that was going on. I was in Afghanistan when Iraq shit was going on. My boy was in Iraq at the time, so we was talking and communicating with each other through AOL Instant Messenger was popping at the time. So we was talking to each other through AIM. So he would tell me crazy shit that was going on. I would tell him crazy shit that was going on, but his crazy was more crazy because his shit was like, it was more active. Like it was a lot of explosives, there was a lot of mines that hadn't been swept. It was a lot of fucking RPGs. There was a lot of fucking sneak attacks, a lot of IEDs, a lot of shit because they was trying to get these motherfuckers out of here. But these niggas wasn't gonna quit. And sometimes they would lose people. They would lose a few people through shit in the road. And you know, they lost a couple guys, we lost a couple guys. That's never easy. But everybody hopes that everybody comes home when you go over there. And the last thing that you want to worry about is, you know, your girl and shit that's going on back home. So I worked in the office where I was at. I was working in the office. And where I was at, it wasn't a lot of shit going on. Actually, when we left, it was a lot more crazy conflicts going on where I was at. But when we was there, it wasn't really nothing. But I know like sometimes the soldiers would mistreat the POWs or whatever. You know, we would see a lot of shit that, you know, I don't want nobody to take me out, so I'm not gonna talk about too much crazy shit. But it used to be some shit. Maybe I'll have some Patreon shit. You know what I mean?
Changed the name.
But it was some shit going on that wasn't cool. But the soldiers had a lot of shit that they had to deal with too. Like it was dudes that they wife was divorcing them while they was overseas. They was fucking with they neighbor or they homeboy.
That was in Jarhead, remember?
Yeah, like dude, some of that shit. Some of that shit was happening. Yo, like
I was
everybody.
Like, why would they send a video?
Everybody got cheated on. Like yo, they called a nigga Jody. The nigga that is fucking your girl when you go to boot camp or when you go to war is Jody. Right?
Oh, they just randomly call him
Jody. They call him Jody.
Damn.
Yo, Jody got your girl, whatever. You know what I mean? Damn. So when you get over there, your mind is on the mission. It's supposed to be on a mission. It's not supposed to be on home. But we human beings. But they try to program you to think that you more than that. They try to program you to make you think you an animal. You this fucking this war machine. You know what I mean? So you over there and your job is to get heads to bring them back to the leader. You know what I mean? But on some real shit, you dealing with real life shit, and then when you come back home, you be like weird as fuck because of the shit that you seen. Like when we came back home, like my mind was.
How old were you when you came back?
20, 19.
Damn, we was young as fuck.
Yeah. I like went over there when I was 18. I came back when I was 19.
So you did a 2-year run, nigga.
Yeah, so that shit was crazy because
if war broke out, would you be the first person to go, or are you too old?
I'm not too old, but when you've already served, you have a choice. Unless they do a draft.
Oh, okay.
So the people that already served, they're not gonna have to go, especially when you completed your time. So if I completed my whole time in the military, like I'm considered a veteran at this point. Like I'm a veteran in the military. If I have to re-enlist, I'll have to go through boot camp and training, and I have to do everything all over again. I can't just go back in. I'm a retired veteran with medals and shit like that. You know what I mean? So
can I ask you one more question? And I gotta be out because it's getting kind of late. But if war broke out, right? Just because you've been to war and see the dynamics of how the army works and stuff like that. If World War three or four, I forget which one we're at, but if a world war breaks out, right? Do you think they're gonna need to draft, or do you think they're not going to need to draft? Like, do you think enough people is in the army for them to be like, okay, we don't?
Well, they always will want more if it's a conflict because they got people that's already stationed at certain places. So if they need more bodies, they would do that, but it depends on what they're doing. So sometimes when they go to war, they don't. Not go to war. If they go to actual war,
World War IV.
If they go to an actual war where they need other countries to go and shit like that, then it wouldn't be a draft unless they have enough people to enlist voluntarily. So they'll have an opportunity for people to enlist voluntarily. If enough people don't enlist voluntarily, then they'll do a draft. And do I think enough people will enlist voluntarily? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's too many niggas that's scared. Like, I think it's a lot of people now that's very scared of just regular shit. It's people that's afraid to have a gun. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be able to do that shit. So it's like, it's too many. What was the saying? Hard times make strong men and easy times make weak men. So we've had too much of an easy time, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of weak men as a result of it, because there was other people that was protecting them, so they didn't have to do nothing. So now, if they put us out there, because as much as women want to be masculine and want to be tough, it's not going to be a lot of women that's going to voluntarily enlist into the military. And they don't have to. They're expecting men to enlist.
They shouldn't have to, but if it's all equal now.
I wouldn't want. Let me tell you how I feel. Let me tell you how I feel, and we can end this. But with women on the battlefield, I would want a man on the battlefield with me if I had to pick. Who would you want to be helping you? And then I can go a little bit deeper. I say the person who's gonna do whatever it takes to keep me alive. That's the person I want next to me. I think that a guy is gonna do whatever it takes to keep me alive because that's the mission.
Even if
the
she's
mission
trained?
is to keep your buddy alive.
Even if she's trained and she.
It's about strength. It's about strength. We talking about war. We're not talking about baking cookies. We're not talking about doing construction site where you can volunteer and you just get a job because, hey, if you could lift it, you could lift it. If I'm talking about an average of who I would want next to me, most men are stronger than women on average. You know what I mean? There's no, so like that, not no misogynistic shit. That shit sounds so retarded. I'm gonna have to blurb retarded, but I'm not blurring misogynistic because it's crazy. Like, how the hell could a dude be that if he loves women? Because that's literally, misogynistic is a hatred. I love women, so obviously I'm not that, but I believe that men are men and women are women. We're two different things. So there's certain things that we can do, and there's certain things that they can do. There's certain things that we do better, there's certain things that they do better. Let's just leave it at that. Why the hell it's always gotta be this shit where we get into an argument about, well, men need women and whatever, or women need men. Like, there's no argument there. Like, obviously we need each other, but there's things that y'all do
And there's things that we do.
Yeah.
Just respect it.
That's it.
And that'll make everything good, yo.
Absolutely, yo.
But shit, yo, we had a good episode, yo. And let me just check something real quick. I just gotta see, cause I said that we might hit 1,000 while we doing this shit. So I just want to check and make sure we hit 1,000. If we did, then nah, we ain't get there yet. But yo,
Close.
keep subscribing. You know what I mean? Keep fucking with us. We're gonna keep bringing y'all content. Hey yo, but I'm gonna be going on a trip. You know what I mean?
And see?
Yeah, and checking with my boy. We gonna go over all this shit. But yo, just keep tapped in, yo. Every Sunday at 8 p.m. Niggas gonna be around. You always gonna get something.
You gonna check in with Rich?
Oh, definitely, yo,
Yeah.
Rich. If you seeing this shit, my nigga, yo, hit me up, bro. I'm gonna hit you up because he a hard man to get in touch with, man. Every time he come out with an album, man, he disappeared for like going to a hiatus, man.
Go down there.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check him, yo, because we wanted to take a trip to the A. I don't know how we're gonna do that. We gonna see, but we want to go out to the A, check the A, because we ain't been here in a minute. A was lit.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna be a little short excursion, but I'm gonna share that shit with y'all. And yo, and this is Get Lifted. 30 is a new 20. It's your boy Smiley Jizzle and my man's
Chris O.D.
and we out, man.
Listen. Be on the move like I need a new hobby. Fuck a 9 to 5.